This is not conspiracy anymore. The conservatives have been right for a long time. This is why a lot of people have voted Republican for the very first time in this cycle. We've seen it. We've seen it. We're going to hold them accountable. The information that you see on my screen is that Matt Livelsberger, the person responsible for the Tesla truck blowing up in front of the Trump Tower, went to Norwich University. So did the guy who was in the pickup truck that drove over everyone, that was just out there celebrating a new year, that was trying to cleanse themselves of the nastiness and the darkness and the demonic nature of 2024. And this guy was tapped on the shoulder by some party that we don't know. We don't know who did it. And it could have potentially been this administration, tapped him on the shoulder and said, go to Las Vegas and try to blow up Trump Tower and take out as many people as you possibly can. Go to New Orleans and try to destroy as many lives and homes as you possibly can. Listen, that's all we're doing is putting the truth out there today. We got to continue to move forward and do what we got to do. We got to do what we got to do. Look at what Trump said. I have to say this, man. Look at what Trump said when this whole thing went down. This comes from my ex. Actually, let me show you what he said. All right. With the Biden open borders policy, I said many times during rallies and elsewhere that radical Islamic terrorism and other forms of violent crime will become so bad in America that it will become hard to even imagine or believe. That time has come, only worse than ever imagined. Joe Biden is the worst president in the history of America, a complete and total disaster. What he and his group of election interfering thugs have done to our country will not soon be forgotten. A person that speaks like that, with that much power, that much truth, bro, you got to at least listen to him. You got to at least hear him out. We have been teaching people how to grow online. It's been absolutely amazing. We have 3 people who have been able to reach monetization in less than 30 days. Growing YouTube channels, some from 0 people. We have one guy who had 2 subscribers before he started working with me. He started helping him. His views went up 4.8 million%. We're super excited. If anybody ever want to grow on YouTube, you reach out to me with the word coach. Kamala kept on saying, we're the party of joy. We're the party of joy. Right? That's all they said. We're the party of joy. And she tried to make that, try to connect with people. Whenever you hear Trump talk, all he talks about is negativity. He talks about all of these people are crossing the border and they're only sending us their worst. That's because that's what was happening. And all of the people was crossing the border because the Biden administration on day one ripped up everything that Trump did in his administration. Trump had the lowest number of illegal immigrants crossing the border when he was in office from 2016 to 2020. He already had things moving. But what did they say? But did he build the wall though? Did he build the wall though? No, he ain't build the wall. So what y'all trying to say? Did he have to build the wall? He was on the way to building the wall, but did he have to? Because his numbers was like, what, 2 million people in total crossing over? And I believe Biden's was between 10 and 20. Because not only did they open the floodgates, they made sure that nobody ever closed them again. To the point where Texas and the federal government were at odds with one another. They were about to go to blows, bruh. Because Texas said, we're not letting that happen. We're going to stop them regardless of what y'all say. And the federal government still tried to strong arm them. and tell them what to do. No, we have a mission. We have something that we're trying to do here. We're trying to bring as many people over here as possible so we can put money in their pockets so that we can put shelters over their heads, put them in shelters, put them in new apartments. We want to give them toiletry bags where they have everything they need. We want to show them that the United States of America is the land of milk and honey. And we want to create new voters. I mean, damn, did we say that out loud? We ain't mean to say that. We ain't mean to say we wanted we don't want new voters. What we want to do? They even went to the point where they was getting some of them registered to vote. And if you believe for a second that some of them did not vote for Kamala, you are out your damn mind. You are out your minds, bro. Did y'all see the numbers? Did y'all see the numbers? Come on now. I'm surprised. I'm dead serious when I say this. I'm surprised that Trump was able to win. I'm so serious. I got much respect now for Too Big to Rig. And also, I want to say shout out to all of the content creators, especially the Black content creators, for opening your minds, being objective, and putting your own livelihood out there on the lines. Like, there's a difference between Antifa and content creators who know that once we show our communities and our friends, our family, our relatives, that we support a side that our ancestors never supported, which Lyndon B. Johnson changed all of that up. We already know. They said, all we got to do is give them something, and we're going to make sure that these niggas vote Democrat for 400 years. To that point, we decided to be bold and do our own research, get our own understanding, put it out there to our communities. And what happened? It started to catch on like wildfire. It started to catch on like wildfire. The people who look like us started to go to these MAGA rallies in droves, a little more, not afraid to communicate to our people. But Antifa, they won't take off their masks. They'll go out there and wreak havoc and act like the J6ers did it. But the content creators, we didn't have no mask on. And plus, we were moving towards something noble. So now we're dealing with a whole bunch of people that are trying to control our narrative. We're not letting that happen anymore, bro.